Coming up on Vegas Revealed, Alanis Morissette debuts a very personal show at Caesars Colosseum. What sets this production apart from her traditional concerts?
Then we're with Taylor Swift's choreographer as she reveals what it's like working with the superstar.
She's someone who puts so much care and heart into what she does.
A gateway to adventure. Why this groundbreaking could lead to lasting family memories.
And when you land here, the mobility from Las Vegas and the mobility from here to spread out and do whatever you want in Boulder City is going to be priceless.
We saw a boy band summer with New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys. Well, now get ready for a One Direction New Year. We'll explain.
And a ton of new Vegas concerts are announced, plus food, drinks, and Formula One. A new arcade opens at the Forum Shops.
And before WrestleMania returns to Allegiant Stadium, I'm with The Miz to learn some wrestling lingo for the event. Even just in general in life, right? I'm going to use it all the time.
Exactly, like Vegas Revealed?
Yeah.
Over.
We may be over, but we're actually just getting started.
We've got a lot coming your way right now on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed. I'm Sean McAllister.
And I'm Dana Roselli. Coming up today, we have a long list of shows to tell you about, from pop and rock and comedy. But as we always say, Sean, when we say the dates of the shows, there could always be more added.
Well, there always are. It seems like every day there's more shows of this, more shows of that. So just keep that in mind as we run down everything coming to town.
But first, let's start with a little sports, a little action, food and drink. We're talking about F1 Arcade. It is now open in Las Vegas, and it's a one-of-a-kind entertainment and hospitality destination. It combines the thrill of Formula One with food and cocktails.
I like that. And check this out. This is a 21,000 square foot space. You're going to find it over at the Forum Shops at Caesars Palace. And this marks the brand's largest U.S. location to date. And I have a feeling as the race draws closer, that is going to be a busy place.
Yeah. It's so cool to have these things in Las Vegas. Well, Travel Nevada broke ground on a Nevada Adventure Center in Boulder City. This is pretty cool, too, and it's expected to open in the early fall of 2026.
Yeah, and this is supposed to serve as a hub for visitors and residents to connect with Southern Nevada's outdoor offerings.
You know, we talk a lot about diversifying the economy, but tourism is always going to be our number one economy here in Nevada, whether it's in Las Vegas, Boulder City, up in Carson City, or anywhere in the state of Nevada. Tourism is always going to be number one. And part of that is outdoor recreation. Outdoor recreation, not just for us, because we have to have a good, robust outdoor recreation for our residents, but also for our tourists. And we found that a lot of people that want to enjoy outdoor recreation, they don't know how to do it. They don't know where to go. They get a little intimidated by it. And that's why these adventure centers are so important.
It's going to bring everybody to Boulder City when you think about what it is. I mean, picture this. You land in Vegas and say, I want to go do something outdoor recreation. And without thinking about it, say, well, go to the Boulder City Adventure Center. Well, what happens when I get there? Doesn't matter, just get there. And when you land here, the mobility from Las Vegas and the mobility from here to spread out and do whatever you want in Boulder City is going to be priceless.
And the Nevada Adventure Centers will provide trip planning resources, safety and conservation information, direct connections to guided tours, gear, adventure services, all of it. And people love the outdoors, so this is going to be great.
Yeah, well, there's a lot to explore once you get off the strip and out into parts of Nevada you may not have been to. By the way, a second location has also been announced up in Carson City.
Cool. Well, let's move to some show news now. The Queen of Burlesque is taking a little break, but don't worry, Dita Von Teese will be back.
That's right. She's extending her hit residency over at Voltaire at the Venetian through summer of 2026. She returns starting on January 8th, and let us tell you, we've seen the show, and it offers all the glitz and glamour that you would expect. We sat down with Dita inside Voltaire.
First of all, we saw the show. We absolutely loved it. How are you enjoying being in this theater and doing this show late night?
I mean, I love doing this show. I love being here. I love being in the Venetian. we get a lot of people that walk up and see the show, which I love that. People that maybe never seen my show before but heard about me. So we get a lot of that kinds of audience members. And it's a beautiful room. I mean, look at it. It's very glamorous. It's probably the most intimate room I've ever done with my shows, because usually when I'm on tour I do like the big grand theaters, and so it's kind of fun to have the runway, which the runway was invented for burlesque in the 1930s, so it's kind of like full circle. People don't think about that. They think about fashion and runways, but it's very burlesque to have the runway.
What about the costumes? How did you get these costumes, and how important is it for you to have these costumes in this show?
Yeah. Well, when I first opened the show at the Jubilee Theater, I was standing in the theater and they wanted me to just bring my regular touring show there, and I said to the Caesars Entertainment owns the costumes in that venue, and I said, well, I mean, I loved Jubilee. I watched it. It was my favorite show when I came to Vegas. And I said, what happened to all the costumes and everything? And he goes, oh, they're downstairs. We don't know what to do with it. They've just been locked up. And I said, I have an idea of what we should do with it. We need to bring it back, curate a selection and bring it back in a new way. Like I have showboys wearing the feathers as well, which, it's a risque choice for some people, but I just felt like I wanted to update and merge what I do as a burlesque performer with a tribute to classic showgirl.
Dita also took us backstage and showed us all the incredible costumes in the show. We even got to go inside her dressing room. The full interview and backstage tour is on our YouTube page.
Well, let's stick with residency news. Another legend, talking about Donny Osmond, has announced an extension to his residency over at Harrah's. He's once again extending those performances through May of 2026.
Well, One Direction's Zayn Malik is doing his first ever Las Vegas residency in January, and a lot of people are looking forward to this one.
Yeah, they sure are. This is his highly anticipated return to the stage. It's happening at Dolby Live inside Park MGM. There are 7 nights announced so far. Those dates are January 20th through the 31st.
The announcement noted that the shows are only the beginning of what will be a massive year for Zayn as he gears up for his next chapter.
And down the road, another member of One Direction is doing a show as well. Louis Tomlinson is doing his world tour in 2026. That includes a night at Resorts World Theater. The How Did We Get Here World Tour stops in Vegas on Saturday, June 13th.
And hopefully he answers the question, how did we get here?
I hope he does.
Well, we have more show announcements coming up, so stay with us.
Also ahead, WrestleMania 42 is on its way back. We talk with WWE star The Miz at Allegiant Stadium.
We recently shared our full interview with him, but now I got schooled on some must-know wrestling lingo in order to prep for the big event.
When a person walks out and there's crickets and you don't hear anything, that's not being over.
Keep it here on Vegas Revealed.
No, this is not Miz TV. What is this? What is this? It is Vegas Revealed, and it is awesome!
Monsoon storms are tough, but dealing with your insurance company doesn't have to be. If your home was damaged and your insurance company won't cover the full cost, call Galindo Law. We help Nevada homeowners pursue fair compensation. Call Jonathan Wallner of Galindo Law now for a free claim review at 800-251-1533. That's 800-251-1533.
Hello, this is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, undisputed WWE champion, and you are watching Vegas Revealed.
All right, I'm here with WWE royalty, The Miz. I feel very honored, by the way, but he is going to let us know 3 terms or 3 things we need to know if we come to WrestleMania and maybe we've never been.
Okay, 1 and 2, heel, babyface. Do you know what that is?
I think babyface is, if I learned correctly from last year, the nice, kind, well-dressed.
The good guy. Oh, he does everything right. He's the nicest guy. He's the person that you'll hear everyone in these stands cheering for, going, we love you, we love you. And then, what's a heel?
the nasty, mean, very overly competitive. Doesn't really do it the nice way.
Very good.
Am I there?
That is what a heel is. And people have, what would you consider me?
I feel like you're definitely babyface.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Well, when I come into this stadium, people are always booing me, telling me that I'm egotistical and arrogant, that I cheat to win. I like to think that I do whatever it takes to win. I don't always go by the rules, but I make sure that I'm victorious because that's what people remember. People remember who wins. They don't remember who loses.
Yeah.
So those are their first two. So we have heel, babyface, and you know what we're also gonna do?
I don't like that you get booed.
Thank you. Me neither. Me neither. How about this?
Makes me sad.
How about cheer me then? How about that? All right, and we'll do the last one I would say is being over. Do you know what that means?
No idea.
A reaction from the crowd, whether it's booing or cheering, you get the loudest reaction.
Okay.
So when a person walks out and there's crickets and you don't hear anything, that's not being over. That's like, we have a problem here.
Yeah.
But if you walk out and that crowd erupts, this guy's over, or this girl's over. So you can start being like, whenever someone walks out and you hear a big reaction, you can look over and go, they're over.
I mean, I like this term even just in general in life.
Right?
I'm going to use it all the time.
Exactly, like Vegas revealed.
Yeah.
Over.
I mean, The Miz is a good teacher. Are you ready for WrestleMania 42 now?
I'm really proud of how much I've learned over the last couple of years. Did you see I actually knew the answer to some of the things he asked me?
I know. I was impressed, and I think The Miz was too. By the way, WrestleMania is coming up April 18th and 19th over at Allegiant Stadium.
Still to come, highlights from Alanis Morissette's new show at the Colosseum and a long list of other show announcements, too.
Also, the person behind Taylor Swift's hit music video, The Fate of Ophelia, is choreographer Mandy Moore. We talked to her here in Vegas about working with the star.
When I first saw it, because I also had never been to a Taylor Swift concert, and I just was like so taken by how much people love it.
So when that came onto your desk, like, hey, we want you to do... Were you panicked or excited?
I mean, of course, panic.
Keep it here on Vegas Revealed.
Monsoon storms are tough, but dealing with your insurance company doesn't have to be. If your home was damaged and your insurance company won't cover the full cost, call Galindo Law. We help Nevada homeowners pursue fair compensation. Call Jonathan Wallner of Galindo Law now for a free claim review at 800-251-1533. That's 800-251-1533.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. That is Alanis Morissette at her new residency at the Colosseum at Caesars Palace. The 7-time Grammy Award-winning artist kicked off her shows on October 15th.
I have to admit that I'm terrified, even if I look calm and collected on the outside is pure agitation. Because even though I've been on stage most of my life, I've also been hiding a little bit. I've been hiding behind my guitars and my bandmates. The sound, the lights, the sweat. I've been hiding behind my hair. And I also hide behind this guy.
As we heard there, Alanis says that she's been hiding behind things during her traditional performances, but in this residency here in Vegas, she kind of rips all of that away, and she goes into the things that have really shaped her life and her career. There's really not many topics that are left untouched.
Yeah, this show was really different. It was about 2.5 hours. There's an intermission, and you get a little bit of acting, some comedy, some interpretive dance, and then, of course, all of her hits as well. That does not disappoint. The set list is very long.
Yeah, it's very long. I mean, I think the second act alone had 14 songs in there. There were, a few encore songs as well. So you will not be disappointed. She does not leave you wanting for any of her music at all. But Alanis does mix in a lot of other things with that music as well, making it a different type of show than you would normally expect from her.
Yeah, I learned a lot, and I actually ended up really thinking about it a lot the next day.
Yeah.
You know, it was very moving. There were joyous occasions, there were ups and downs. Anyway, you still have time to see her if you'd like to do that. She has shows at the Colosseum November 1st and 2nd still.
And what I loved is that we got new insight into a lot of the songs that we've been listening to for decades.
Her 1995 album, Jagged Little Pill, was on repeat for both of us. So we were excited to see this one.
I wore that CD out. So yeah, great to have Alanis here in Las Vegas on stage over at the Colosseum.
Well, speaking of the Colosseum, Jerry Seinfeld will return in 2026 for 2 performances. He just keeps pumping them out. Seinfeld has played to sold-out crowds since 2003 over there, and he has easily cemented himself as the longest-running headliner in the resort's history. He's also one of the longest-running headliners in the history of Las Vegas.
Wow. The 2026 performances are set for Friday, April 17th and Saturday, April 18th.
I just saw a little clip with him online where he was talking about when you get disconnected from someone on the phone,
Yeah.
how you always call back and say, I don't know what happened. And he's like, no kidding. I didn't expect you to know what happened.
That's so true.
Isn't it? He's like, why can't you just continue the story?
See, Jerry brings up some really good points in his comedy.
He does.
And sheds light on some things. Well, hey, Joe Bro fans, listen up. After launching their milestone Jonas 20 Greetings from Home tour in August and playing sold-out shows across the country and Canada, Jonas Brothers announced more U.S. dates, and lucky us, they're coming to Vegas November 29th. That is coming up quick. The show is over at MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Chris Stapleton has extended his All-American Road Show into 2026. This includes a 2-night run at Dolby Live at Park MGM. The shows are on February 4th and 5th, and the shows will feature Stapleton alongside his full band with no opener, so get there on time.
And the legendary band Toto is returning to the Blue Live Theater inside Fontainebleau. This special performance will close out the year on December 30th.
Also at the end of the year, the band Kings of Leon will do 2 New Year's Eve shows. Their shows take place December 30th and 31st at the Venetian Theater over at Venetian Las Vegas.
Another big event recently was the release of Taylor Swift's latest album, The Life of a Showgirl.
Yeah, and along with that, she released a movie that ran for 3 days. I saw it. It showed the making of her music video, The Fate of Ophelia, and that song is a instant hit. Well, in that movie, we did recognize a familiar face, choreographer Mandy Moore.
Yeah, that's right. We talked to Mandy when she was here in Las Vegas, choreographing a number for Fantasy's 25th anniversary. And she told us how Taylor hired her to do the choreography for the Eras tour.
Yeah, and here's the conversation we had with Mandy right here in Las Vegas.
She's someone who puts so much care and heart into what she does. So, you know, I'm just, when I first saw it, because I also had never been to a Taylor Swift concert, and I just was like so taken by how much people love it. I know. Yeah.
So did you do a few of the numbers at the Eras tour, or all of them?
I did all of them, yes. All 44 of them or whatever it was. I'm not counting the acoustic section, but yeah.
So when that came onto your desk, like, hey, we want you to do, were you panicked or excited?
I mean, of course panicked, because you're like, how am I going to do all these numbers, you know? But it's like anything. I mean, it's even similar to doing this. Like, you just think about it in your mind, you kind of bar it out, you create it, and then you get it on the bodies. And then before you know it, something that had never been created before is created, you know? And I love that about choreography.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, it shows, I mean, look at the success of that tour and many others because of the dance and the numbers. I mean, that's got to feel good knowing that that is a major part of people's experience.
Yeah, I think people like dance for the most part. You know, they really can, there's something that dance says to people that, like, maybe you can't say with words, or, you know, it's an expression, you know, and it's, I think, anytime dance can be a part of storytelling or a part of an evening's event, you know, it's bound to be a good one, I think.
Yeah. All the Swifties are loving this interview. They've all gathered on our TikTok to find it.
I love it.
Yeah. Now, everyone was hoping that there would be a Taylor Swift announcement that maybe one day she'll play the Sphere, but nothing for now. I don't think it's in the books. I think she's got a wedding to plan and all that good stuff. So, and she said she's going to take a little rest.
Have you gotten an invitation to the Swift Kelsey wedding yet?
No, and I wish that I did, because she did say in an interview that she's inviting every single person she's ever talked to, but I've never talked to her.
Darn it.
Darn it.
Well, there's still time. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for something with Taylor here in Vegas in the near future.
Well, the Golden Knights are back on the ice over at T-Mobile Arena, and they are helping out our locals with discount food pricing. The menu up next on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, weekends on Fox 5.
Who doesn't want to play dress up?
If I wore this
Interesting.
every day, I could do squats
Right?
and the whole night.
What are you going to be doing? Because I'm going to need a co-star.
Hey, I thought you were my sidekick.
I'm not going anywhere. Yes, chef!
Why are you shouting? What's wrong? Are you okay?
We're staying in Vegas.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law, weekends on Fox 5.
If your insurance company underpaid you for wildfire damage to your California home, Galindo Law may be able to help you get more compensation. Call 1-800-251-1533.
Coming up next week on Vegas Revealed, Ellis Island debuts the latest addition in their $35 million property renovation.
We have our new rooftop bar where we at right now. With a bar, we have great seating, open air, of course, being on the rooftop, great views of the strip.
We take in the views from the deck next week.
Plus, a new place to stay, dine, and hang in downtown Las Vegas. And it's non-smoking.
So this is a non-gaming, non-smoking hotel. It's the first AC in Symphony Park. It's the first non-gaming hotel in Symphony Park, and it's the world's largest.
We take you to Symphony Park as the area continues to transform. Join us next weekend on Vegas Revealed.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Well, we have seen a lot of deals and offers coming in from a lot of resorts in and around Las Vegas, and now our local sports teams are getting in on the action too.
I know you've already been to a Golden Knights game this year, right?
It's great to be inside the fortress and see the guys out on the ice, hoping for a very long season.
Well, your hot dog was not $5.50 at that time, but since then, they have announced locals pricing. Isn't this cool? Look at the menu right here. You've got nachos, hot dogs, pretzels, waters, and sodas. Now $5.50 each. So we love that they're doing this for our residents.
Yeah, and as always, season ticket members get an additional 10% off all concessions in the building, including the VGK Locals menu. Now, the special menu items will be available at all 5 Neon Eats locations inside of T-Mobile Arena. So if you're taking the family out for a night of great hockey, just look for those Neon Eats locations, and everyone will be fed for a pretty decent price.
Yeah, $5.50. It's a good deal. Love it. Hey, listen, if you want to watch any of our past episodes, you can go to our YouTube channel. We stack them all up there for you, and there are tons. This is show like 86 for us.
Yeah, so we have content on top of content on top of content for you. Also, you can subscribe and listen to our weekly audio podcast. Just scan that code up on your screen right now. And of course, follow us anytime, day or night, on our Vegas Revealed social media channels.
Have a great week.